Hello everyone, and welcome to the last video of 3 around how to build success from the inside, choosing the right technology. As we talked about in the first 2 videos, success for business automation and digitization project requires the right balance of people and understanding your business process. Once everyone has gotten together to define the requirements for the project, finding the right technology is not always easy to do. However, the right technology is a key important feature for success as well. Regardless of the industry or business area, when it comes to automation and digitization, we often hear several common key requirements for measuring success. So think about SMART capabilities. Using the business rules, is the technology able to automatically populate data and validate data? Can it route a process through a workflow using those rules? How does it handle errors? Does it allow for parent and child processes to run together? And can certain steps in the process be automatically run on a schedule? Is it flexible enough to handle new requirements as well as changes to existing requirements while still maintaining data accuracy? Is it scalable enough to use in multiple use cases in one business area or even across several different business areas? Is it user-friendly enough to be quickly adopted and accepted by the most critical of technical users and business users? When you start to meet with a new technology company, you may see some demos to see their product in action, and you may also ask some common questions around their capabilities, their licensing issuing and cost, architecture and cost, and implementation time and complexity. You may also want to get to know the company behind the technology, like what are their certifications? Are they accepted in your industry? And who are their current customers, and what is their customer satisfaction rating? As you move forward into further discussions, there is some additional information that is important for you to understand. We often hear stories from our customers where they've been sold a technology with the promise that will solve all of their problems. They've seen a product demonstration and are super impressed by what it has to offer, only to later learn that the technical expertise and knowledge or implementation timeline was not clearly explained or understood. That's why it's super important for you to have just as many meetings as you need so that you can clearly understand and set realistic expectations. Let me give you a few tips on questions to ask when you're talking to a technology company. What technical knowledge and or consulting requirements are required for them? So in other words, could a business user support this technology? Does it require IT knowledge? Does it require a third-party consultant to come in anytime you need to add or change to your business process? And how much does that cost? Customer success onboarding programs, training, and support after the sale. Do they have training available for you and support easily at your fingertips? Or are they going to sell you their product and then you won't hear from them again? I want to emphasize training. I could do a whole video just on training, and I like to use Excel as an example. I've used Excel for many years, but it never fails. When I watch someone else move around in Excel, I always see them do some cool little trick I didn't even know you could do, and it was super easy to do. My point here is no matter how easy the technology is, getting proper training is super important to make sure that you understand the capabilities of what that technology has to offer and you can get the best return on your investment. Flexibility and scalability. So when you buy technology, and we hear this a lot too, customers will buy something and it's focused on, let's say, the finance area, but it only can do a couple things in finance. How scalable is it? Can you grow? Can you imagine other possibilities that you can use it for above and beyond your current use case? Error handling. How does it handle errors? Is the business user able to see his or her errors right there on the screen? Or does it require a back and forth between IT and the business? Capabilities. Okay, you've seen some of the high-level capabilities, but ask some more detailed questions around maybe data quality, workflow, and how complex that is. Limitations. Whenever you're in an organization with automation tools, you may have several tools in your toolbox. Each one of them may have very specific strengths and limitations. It's important to understand each tool's strengths and limitations. For example, if the business process you're automating interacts with SAP at one or more points during the business process, it's important for you to understand how the technology you're looking at interacts with SAP. SAP is a complex system and it's inconsistent across different types of transactions. You need to be sure that the technology that you're using interacts well and easily with SAP. So, to give you some examples of some things you can ask for SAP specific automations, let's look at some. Security. Does it use SAP security out of the box, or does it require its own security? Multiple SAP systems. Do you have SAP systems in different geographic locations around the world or country? And above that, are your SAP systems different versions? Maybe you're in the middle of implementing S/4HANA, but you have ECC in another location. Can you move between the different versions of SAP? SAP interaction options and complexity. So how does that technology interact with SAP? And how complex is it to modify that interaction or create a new transaction? SAP modules. So does this particular technology only work in one focused area? So in some cases we've heard stories where customers buy a technology that works in finance, but not even all finance transactions, only a subset. We've also heard stories where customers buy a technology that focuses on master data. However, it doesn't focus on all master data, just a few of those key master data components. You need to find out if that's the case, or you can ask the question, can you work across multiple SAP modules and link them together if need be? Also, when researching a technology company, it's important to understand their future direction or roadmap. Can they provide details around features or enhancements coming up in their next version? What do they plan on focusing on after the next version? And what are their plans for the future? Are they going to be offering more capabilities and enhancements that are in line with your organization's goals and objectives? Asking these types of questions will help you determine if the technology company is going in the same direction as your organization and whether a partnership with that company would be a good fit. In this crazy world that we live in, what it takes to build success from the inside can change in a very short period of time. However, some things do stay consistent. Making sure that you start with the right people and you get a really good understanding of your business processes, and then choosing the right technology, and don't forget training. Those are the 3 key factors to think about on how to build success from the inside. If you want to learn more about what we've learned from our most successful customers, reach out to Winshuttle for a conversation. We're here to help. Thank you for going on the Build Success from the Inside journey with me. We look forward to working with you soon.